Hey guys, it's Ray Mountain Joe, man, and I'm over here on Highway 138, just above the crestline cutoff, and I want to give you guys an idea here, crestline turnoff. I want to give you guys an idea here of what we need to watch for in the rain and the fog like this for anybody who is not used to driving on the mountains. I'm doing 25 miles an hour right now in the fog, and out of nowhere appears this, a very, very, very large rock right there in lanes. And while you might think, okay, so while I'm on the upbound side of the lanes and I'm traveling up the highway, what I will do is watch out for rocks. You've got to watch out on the downbound side as well, because what you're going to find is that a lot of people are turning into the upbound lanes or the downbound lanes to avoid the rocks in the upbound lanes. I saw this happen on 18 just now. Just below Waterman Canyon, there was a very large rock slide, not necessarily one that you would think of as an avalanche or, what am I trying to say, like a whole truckload of rocks. But what it was a scattering of rocks about the size of softballs that covered up the number 2 lane on the downbound side. So what ended up happening was the people in the number 2 lane turned into 1 lane, the 1 lane went into the upbound lane, and people were swerving everywhere. So you really want to be careful while you're on the road this morning. You want to be careful and watch out for those rocks, but also watch out for the people swerving out of the way of the rocks, both in your direction of travel as well as opposing your direction of travel. And it's crazy out here. Just to give you an idea of what we're seeing on the road right now, I've got rain pouring down. There's streams of water drainage coming across the top of the highway, bringing rocks and sand and dirt with it. If you're going too fast, what could happen is either a hydroplane situation where you run into standing water and you lose traction and spin, and the other thing you could have happen is going through one of these puddles of water, you could hit some rocks that could puncture your tire. And I will tell you right now, it's about 9:15 in the morning. I had drove down the 18 and back up just to get you guys a road conditions report, and what I found was about 7 or 8 cars broke down on the side of the roads, most of them with flat tires from the rocks. There's rocks everywhere. This was a storm that I don't think was publicized as much as it probably should have been, so I don't think people were quite on the alert this morning for the rocks in the roadway. Therefore, there's a lot of people broke down with those flat tires. Something else we're seeing as well is, like I said, the water washing across the roadway. This winter has had a lot of water come down and saturate our ground. Our groundwater levels are high. Drainage areas have not yet been cleaned from the last few snows that we had, where when it snows and the snow plows push the snow out of the way, the pine needles go with it, and that ends up plugging up the drainages. So we get a real big rain like this, and what happens is that those drainages overflow, and it causes a lot of standing water on the roadway. And finally, the last thing I want to warn everybody about are those potholes. Don't forget, these roadways are now covered with standing water, so what you're seeing is a reflection. It looks like a smooth surface, when in reality, as you're driving, you got to remember where those potholes are, those big potholes. What's happening with those potholes is they're filling up with water, so they're really hard to see. And when you can't see those potholes and you hit them at full speed, a lot of them are flattening tires as well. So these are some of the things you have to watch out for this morning as you're traveling on Highway 18, whether you're going from Big Bear or from Crestline Lake Arrowhead areas. Anywhere below the Narrows, you're going to be finding water running across the road in high amounts. You're going to find a lot of rocks and a lot of water-covered potholes, all of which are causing flat tires. Watch out for those people on the right shoulders. Some of them weren't able to make it to large turnouts. They're right there at the white line trying to change their tires. And the fog, the rain coming down really hard, making visibility really tough to see what's going on. So you got to be real careful while you're driving. And everybody can check out my well, I don't know if you can see it or not from where you're at, but from my point of view, I've got a real nice camera holder here installed in the vehicle so I can talk to you guys safely. And again, this morning, I'm on Highway 18 to 138, very large rock in the roadway, unsafe, not safe for me to get out and get it, just because I don't have the equipment with me needed to block traffic, shut down a lane, or run a rolling stop. But I will let CHP know about that immediately. And if anything else happens that you guys need to know about, I will definitely get on that reporting for you. And again, I am not affiliated with any particular news source. I am simply a citizen who has taken the time to videotape these things and show you guys what I think is important that will help prevent you from getting flat tires, getting into a car accident, and letting you know to watch out for those poor people on the side of the road who already have gotten flat tires. Make sure you don't clip off any doors, hit any tools. You put a jack under a car, there's a handle that sticks out, and if they're right there, that handle might be coming over the white line. Watch out for those types of things as you're driving this morning. Again, it's Ray. I'm known as Mountain Toe Man on rimoftheworld.net in the forums. But I am not an employee of rimoftheworld.net in any way. and just a neighborly, friendly way of me getting out some information and trying to help everybody stay safe this morning in April 5th, 2010. And again, it's about 9:15 in the morning. Catch you guys later.